G'day everyone, and welcome to Brasov, which is in the Transylvania region of Romania, or basically central Romania. I had been here about 7 years ago, but I never came into the old town, which is where I am now. I went to Dracula's castle, which is the main thing, one of the main things to do here, which is out of town, stayed for a night and left. So, coming into this old town, I'm a little bit peed off with myself why I didn't come here last time, because it has surprised me. It's beautiful. So I won't talk too much now. We'll go for a walk through and show you around, and I'm sure that it's going to impress you guys also, just like it has me. Alright, so right now we're at the very end basically of the old town, and you're looking at the Black Church, which is I guess the main focus point or central focus point of this town. Definitely, as you can see, the people around are very popular with tour groups, but unfortunately you have to pay to get in here. And look, the church itself is quite impressive, but not impressive enough for me to pay to get in there. As you know, I don't really like paying to get into religious places unless it's really impressive, and this church doesn't quite do it for me. But anyways, we'll continue on and just show you around. It is probably one of the most, or definitely the most well-maintained old town that I have been in the Balkans, that's for sure. There's almost zero graffiti, almost zero rubbish. The buildings are so well maintained and they're beautiful also. With regards to that, it is super good. But just look at the architecture here. Every single building is different from each other, which is what I love. It's just got a really good vibe to it. And I was out here yesterday afternoon. I was going to do a video, but I thought, oh, no, I won't. It was Sunday yesterday, and it was really crowded here. So I thought, no, I'll wait until today. Hopefully it's not as crowded today. And as you'll see as we get down there, yes, there's a lot of people around, but definitely not as many as there were yesterday. It's a lot more chilled vibe. Definitely see why it's called the Black Church. You know, it's a strange name for a church. Definitely got some dark features about it, that's for sure. And if you're wondering, is this all the old town is? Don't worry, it's not. It gets a lot better. Right, so we're coming down now into the main square of Brasov. The locals put a bit more of a twang on it. It's like Brasov or something like that. How they say it. But this is just, actually, as I said earlier, it really surprised me. This square and just how they have done it. Even the groundwork here. I'm not sure if it's the original pavement, but it's really nice. It's nice to walk on. There's no potholes anywhere. As I said, there's no rubbish anywhere. I actually saw people yesterday, multiple, I guess they were council workers walking around picking up rubbish, sweeping up leaves even. So, as I said, it's so well. Here's one right here, actually. Good timing. So these people just walk around all day, every day, cleaning up the place. It is so awesome to see, and it's unlike anywhere else in the Balkans that I've come across yet. But just a stunning square. Yesterday there was actually a market here, so FYI, that was on a Sunday. It was okay. It's more arts and crafts. smallish type market, selling some food as well, like honey and jams and etc. So I'm assuming that happens on each Sunday. If you are planning to come here on a Sunday, you can look forward to that. Just these beautiful buildings here over the road. I'm hoping that you can pick that up into the sun there. You just got the fountain in the middle here. Such a nice day today. It's been the most perfect weather that I've had pretty much on this trip in Brasov. It's been hovering around 25, 26. Humidity's, I don't know, medium to low, and hardly any wind. A few clouds getting around, but just a stunning weather. A stunning weather. Or stunning weather. Anyways, I'll just try and zoom in up the hill here for you all. You just check out the cable car. So that's another, I guess, big tourist attraction in Brasov is this cable car. There's one that goes up and down all day, every day, I'm assuming. It just gives a nice view back over the city. It's an old cable car, hence there's only one. I think it's probably the original one. So yeah, there might be a bit of waiting. I've heard that there's a bit of standing up in there as well because there's not enough seats for the amount of people that they do put in there. But yeah, that's there for you. And also, as you can see, the Brasov sign, a la Hollywood, that lights up at night time, so it's pretty cool. Anyways, let's continue on. I'll zoom back out again. Also off this main square, little avenues that have restaurants and bars and a combination line in them. I won't walk up, well, I'll walk up a couple further on, but this video will take a long time if I walk up all of them right now. So yeah, it's really good to see actually this square now without the market here. It's really spacious. It definitely doesn't seem this big when the market's here, because obviously there's marquees and whatnot in the area. But yeah, really quite nice. And as per all old towns, well, the ones that I've been to in the world in particular, they have the old buildings in the background and then the restaurants spilling out into the square. I love it. It's an awesome idea. I know some people aren't a fan of it. They think they should just leave it as is, just with buildings, but I think it's a good idea. It's a good use of space. Definitely popular. Well, it's only 4:45 in the afternoon now, so not as popular as probably what it will be later on, but still really nice. And the buildings are beautiful buildings in the background as well. Stunning. Copped a bit of flack about using that word most recently by my brother Josh, but really can't think of any other word to describe some of these places, because stunning is fitting. Yeah, you could call them beautiful and stunning. I think it probably means the same thing, but yeah, these places are stunning, in particular this one. I just love the cleanliness of it. It's surprising for the Balkans, to be honest, and whoever, I don't know, runs the show here, whereas the government or whatever, has switched on to it and have seen other, I guess, old towns in other parts of the world and think, no, we need to clean our act up here in the Balkans because we're being left behind in the area of cleanliness. Yeah, no one's at most of these restaurants yet, but again, you've got popular restaurants and non-popular restaurants, which is interesting. We've also got shops with traditional dresses, like so. A lot of souvenir shops, ice cream shops, of course, like that one over there. Jewellery shops. It's the same in all of these old towns. A lot of perfume shops also, with restaurants lining the centre. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Lisbon, to be honest, where you got the restaurants lining the centre of the old towns. But how nice is it? It's so nice. And I just love the way that these buildings are maintained. They're all so well painted. I'm wondering if that's another directive by the government. If you want to own a building along here, you have to maintain it, because you see some buildings. I remember in Plovdiv, one of them was basically falling apart. It looked so crap in amongst the maintained buildings. So I'm thinking that these buildings are forced to do their bit and maintain what they own. One thing they could do along here though, and you'll see it down a little bit further, and you saw it back in the square there, in the peak of summer, this place would be extremely hot. There's no shade sails, there's no trees, and they're missing out on it there. I really think they should just plant trees down the centre the whole way, probably spaced 20 metres apart, plant some mature trees, have an instant canopy, and it would make this place so much cooler. That or shade sails. Yeah, sure, you've got the umbrellas for the restaurants, but yeah, shade sails would be gold, or trees would be even better, and it would look amazing too. It's just looks a bit naked, and as I said, it'd be so hot during the peak of summer. It's alright on days like today, but even now it's 26 degrees and it's still quite warm. Just an FYI, if you do come to Brasov, this is the most popular restaurant in the city. Always has people around sitting here, almost always full. I've walked past here probably 7 or 8 times now, and doesn't matter what time of the day it is full, which really tells you something, that they've nailed the prices, the menu is good, and the food is good. And just looking at it, got a bit of traditional meats and whatnot, but also normal steaks and pastas and burgers, etc. But then also you have this restaurant up the end here who has hardly anyone in it. So yeah, it's interesting, the popular versus the non-popular, and why that restaurant just up the end there doesn't grab the menu of this one and go, okay, what are the prices, or just steal their chef, pay him more or her to come and work for you. But yeah, that's one of the laneways. I'll walk up this one over the road here as well. Let's see what's going on over here. But plenty of food and drink options. Look, it does get filled with people later on, especially on a weekend. It takes about 2 hours to get here from Bucharest, and there's a lot of other small communities surrounding, so it'd be a weekend destination for sure for tourists, even local tourists. So in saying that though, and what I was trying to get to is that there is plenty of restaurants, plenty of cafes, plenty of bars, and plenty of hotels. Not only in the city centre here, but outside of the city centre. My little, I guess, boutique hotel you could call it is about 2 kilometres walk out of the city centre. It's super cheap. It's I think it was about $56 per night. A small basic room just for me, but that's all I need. Or yeah, you can spend more and stay in an old town here if you so wish. This is really nice. Right, we'll head back and continue on down the main drag of the old town. Another thing I love about this place is the people working at the restaurants. They're not pushy at all. I actually like restaurants that don't approach you when you're walking past and give you time to look at the menu if it's displayed at the front. They seem to have that down pat here as well. Yes, there's guys standing out the front, but none of them approach you. They give you the time to look and see if you like the menu or not, and if you don't, then that's cool, walk on, and they allow that, which is really nice. Also noticed that in the shops today, to be honest, as well. Went to a big shopping centre, and yeah, they let you have a browse without being so pushy, which to me is gold, because I instantly walk out of shops that when I have someone following me around, it just makes me feel so uncomfortable. This place is just empty. It's got one person, as you can see. You've got to wonder what you're doing wrong. You have to wonder what you're doing wrong. If you can't, I've said this before in another video, if you can't get customers in a place like this with thousands of people walking past, then take yourself out of that industry, because you obviously don't know it well enough. The hospitality industry is probably not for you. Alright, probably about, I don't know, 150 metres away from the end of this now. I did mention graffiti before, and to me it surprises me why there's a little bit of graffiti, but hardly any along this stretch, and it surprised me because it's one thing that stood out to me in Bucharest. Bucharest has been smashed with graffiti. Pretty much every single building that I saw in Bucharest has got graffiti on it, and it's not a nice graffiti, it's this kind of shit graffiti, the tagging, which is not artistic at all. It's vandalism, and it just looks so crap, and it's really dragging on Bucharest, to be honest. It makes it look so much more shit. I love Bucharest, it's one of my favourite cities in Europe, but they need to get the graffiti under control. It just makes the place look so drab and perhaps a little bit dangerous. I know I've travelled in these countries quite extensively now. I know they're super safe, but for someone who's come to these countries for the first time and sees that kind of graffiti everywhere, would think, oh, where am I? Is this place safe? Because it just has that kind of, I guess, reputation behind it. So well done, Brasov, for getting that under control. All the owners of these buildings who may be constantly cleaning it off, who knows. So I thought I'd just walk down to the end of this this avenue here, and then there's the building of the city hall is just over the road, and so we'll go over there and check that out. It's a really impressive building. Kind of wish my city hall looked like that. And then we'll end it not far after that. But just an FYI, this restaurant here, Luca, I think there might be a couple of their shops here. Super popular. You will get lines here on the weekend. Like it's all breads, like pizzas and other types of bread-based foods. Doesn't look anything special to me. It's not something I would line up for ever, but just FYI, one of the more popular places also in Brasov. I've been looking at this green on this building every time I've walked past it, trying to decide whether I like it or not, and I think I love it. I think it really matches this building and this place. I'd love to look in it, but I tried to get in there yesterday and it's closed. But it would be so interesting just to have a browse around there. It's just really cool looking gothic almost style hotel. Carrara, something like that. But yeah, it's huge too. How big is that? So big, but unfortunately it's closed. It almost looks like a festival hall or something like that. I wonder if they did play music in there back in the day. Maybe. Continue on down to, I guess, probably the more boring end of the old town here. But it's also another thing worth talking about is Brasov seems to be really green. They've really embraced. I've seen solar panels everywhere. I've seen bike lanes everywhere. The bike riding community is huge here. You see people walking around with the most beautiful muscular legs, and I think they all get up in the mountains here and do some mountain bike riding. So you see bikes everywhere, particularly yesterday. There's droves of bikes around, and they've done it really well. They haven't done the bike lanes on the road like some stupid places do. They've separated that, and they've got their own separate bike lanes right next to the footpaths, as you'll see over the road over here. But this is another cool building. Just awesome buildings everywhere. Becoming a bit of a fan of buildings. That's a really nice one as well. Zoom in on that. As you can see. Cool. Right, let's go over the road here. Shit. Missed the traffic light. Most of the pedestrian crossings in Brasov do not have traffic lights. They're pedestrian crossings where the cars have to stop for you, except for right here. I'm assuming because it's really busy, and if they just let pedestrians cross all the time, then the cars would never get a turn. I'll just wait for a little bit and we'll head over the road there and have a look at these two buildings. Let's go. So you've got this, oh, well, here you go, here's the bike lanes here. So just really well done. Kind of goes around a circuit around the whole, well, not around the whole city, but the main part of the city centre. But yeah, this is the city hall behind these trees here. I guess it signifies the start of the old town. Whichever end you're coming from, either the church or this building here, signify the start of the old town. And it's just a beautiful building, again, so well maintained. Love the flowers on the windowsills. But also wanted to show you this super weird statue here. It's like children or babies drinking out of a carnivorous dog of some sort. I don't get it. I was been meaning to research it and just see what it's all about, but it's one of the more weird statues I've seen. Right, let's go over here a little bit. Simple, basic gardens. Probably the most green grass that I've seen in the Balkans also. This place just has it together. So worth coming to if you're in this region. Unfortunately, the closest airport is Bucharest, which is over 200 kilometers away. This place does not have an airport, so you have to get a train or bus or drive yourself, which the train is fine. I took about, I think the train was about 3 hours from Bucharest. All assigned seating, so you don't have to worry about that. Comfortable train. Goes about, I don't know, between 100 150k an hour, so quite quick, and yeah, really comfortable. So that's the only way you can get here, and it might put a few people off coming here unless you drive. Yeah, it's a bit of a mission to get here, but definitely well worth it. Let's just have a quick squiz of this park here with a beautiful cafe here just overlooking it. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, you can definitely feel the difference of being under the trees. So, city of Brasov, or whoever is in power here, plant some trees up the middle of that old town area. It's just spaced 20 meters apart, that'll do, and it would be heaven. Anyways, guys, that is a short walkthrough of Brasov. Hope you really enjoyed that. As I said, was a little bit surprised. Don't know why I didn't stop here a couple of years ago. It's 7 years ago now. Wish I did, because it was impressive, or it is impressive. So yeah, if you're in this region of the world, understanding that it is difficult to get here as there's no airport, please, I encourage you to come, because you won't be disappointed, especially if you like old towns and really well maintained old towns. Old towns, they vary, as you know, but this one is so well maintained, which is awesome. Also, while I've got you, if you're still tuning in, I just wanted to thank everyone, really. I've had a lot of comments and well wishes and thank yous just recently with regards to my videos and helping them choosing their holiday or travel destinations, or perhaps destinations that they've thought about going to, and my video has confirmed that they're going to those places. Really love hearing those things. It's really great to hear. I guess 50% of the reason why I'm doing these videos is for me and my own memories, but also the other 50% is to help you guys with regards to the destinations that I'm going to. No, the destinations that I choose are a little bit different from, I guess, mainstream tourism, and I like to open people's eyes up to these locations, because they're kind of off the radar. It's probably locations that your travel agent would never suggest to you, because also they don't come to these places. But as you can see, and as I've been around Romania, it is one of the best countries in Europe. It's safe, it's clean, it's beautiful, and yeah, highly recommend everyone to come here, to be honest. They're amazing. But yeah, back on the subject, thanks for commenting. Please continue to comment. I do enjoy reading all the comments, and if you've got any suggestions or requests of video locations that you'd like me to go to, then please say so, and I'll see if I can do it. I always say at the end of videos where I'm going to go to for the next week or so, and if you're thinking about going somewhere that I'm going to, then please tell me and tell me where you want me to film and what you want me to film, because I'll definitely do it. Anyways, yeah, I'm off to Slovakia next. I'm there for just over a week. So going to Bratislava first, and then up into the mountains, I believe, for a few days, and then back there just prior to catching the train from there all the way into Munich, so straight across Hungary, not stopping in Hungary, and then straight into Munich for Oktoberfest. So a good week coming up in the mountains and the beautiful country of Slovakia, which I've never been to. Have seen so many photos of the country, wanted to go there for years, and it's in the perfect position now for me to go there just prior to Oktoberfest. So yeah, really excited to go there, and we'll see what happens. But yes, if there's any interesting places, I stuffed up there. I'm not going to Slovakia right next. I'm going to Sibiu in Romania for 2 days as of tomorrow. So have skipped over a place there, sorry. So Sibiu, if Sibiu's interesting, I'll definitely upload a photo there. I have no idea, to be honest, so we'll see what happens. But I can only see it being brilliant because every place that I've been in Romania so far is brilliant. Which is an interesting fact. I know I'm talking a little bit now. I've been talking to the Uber drivers here because I've been catching a few Ubers around. One of my knees is a bit crook at the moment, and they do not like living here at all. They hate living here. It's so interesting because to me it's been one of my favourite places so far. So it's one of those old things where I guess where you have a boss at work that no one works with and they say, oh, it's such an awesome guy or girl, but because you work with that person, you know that person well, and you go, oh geez, how do you get that opinion of the place? But yeah, obviously living in these places is a different story to visiting them, which is often the same story. Look, it's the same in Brazil off the top of my head. I know people or locals don't necessarily like living there because of the government, but I think it's an awesome place to travel and have a holiday in. So yeah, make your own mind up at these places, but to travel in, Romania is awesome. It's reasonably cheap for the Australian dollar especially. So yeah, come here and check it out. I recommend it. Alright, that's enough of me banging on, and I shall upload, as I said, in Sibiu if Sibiu is interesting. Cheers guys, thanks for your support, bye.